We've dropped right into Slack to show you one of the more proactive features of Revcast. Our Revenue Operations AI monitors the state of your revenue organization and alerts you to what is happening, why it's happening, and most important, what you should do about it. As you can see, earlier today, Revcast sent me a notification. There's a risk to my revenue of $400,000 next quarter, about 9% of my total planned new ARR. In this case, we see context behind the potential issue. Our AEs are behind on pipeline performance, such that even though BDRs are ahead, we're at risk for next quarter. Luckily, our AEs are outperforming sales quota attainment expectations this quarter. But what might we do to eliminate the risk for the future and take advantage of these considerations to adjust? Let's hop into Revcast and find out. Now on the Revcast dashboard to investigate the risk a bit further. We can use the data and information available from the charts and graphs provided, or we can chat with our friendly revenue assistant. Revcast is unique in that we have both your actual sales and your revenue plan data, designated by these plan values across the dashboard. This means that mission-critical business information like targets, quotas, and headcount are taken out of spreadsheets and into a more robust system. Now, because we have this context, we can include it in our investigation into the risk to which we were alerted and ask our assistant to give us a breakdown for more information. Here's a human-readable breakdown, and the data supports the risk we saw earlier. As you can see, AEs are way behind their monthly pipeline targets to date, giving us good perspective on the problem and the risk that we've already seen from Revcast. Now, let's take more advantage of the interface along with Revcast unique expertise and ask for a recommendation. Make me a recommendation, Revcast, on what I should do about the potential risk to revenue. As you can see, we have specific recommendations along with a potential opportunity. Update our annual assumptions to adapt and do better. In this case, we're going to go ahead and ask Revcast to please build us a plan. Now with our updated plan built by Revcast, let's go take a peek. Here on the budget page, we're investigating this plan built by our robot friend. We'll compare it to the current in-place plan in just a moment, but to scroll down a bit, we can see that these AE teams are now only responsible for sales quotas, not pipeline creation in addition, as was the case in our current plan. And the BDR team has some additional hiring coming up in the next few months to take advantage of the opportunity and augment the team as suggested by the data and the AI interpretation. To emphasize, Revcast identified future risk, alerted us, and made a recommendation including a full capacity plan, requiring nothing from us other than affirming our simple desire for help. From the budgets page, we can select our two plans, our base in-flight plan and the one we just saw, and compare them to get a sense of which might be the best in aggregate. The scenario comparison view gives you a full overview of the deltas between your plans. This includes an AI summary with more potential risks and opportunities, a good starting point for discussion amongst you and your colleagues. This is followed by the metric comparison, where we can see the additional BDR investment in our Revcast generated plan to account for the updated pipeline expectations. And it turns out that even though the cost is higher in our updated plan, our cost to revenue ratio has improved and our projected revenue has also increased. Revcast has given us a look at what the future might be should we choose to take the recommendations and adapt to our current reality. There's more where that came from, but in a few minutes, we've seen how Revcast alerts you to critical business risks, allows you to dive deeper to learn more, and makes the task of replanning a breeze with automated revenue intelligence. We'd love to show you a demonstration of our product with your data.